Hello and welcome back to my little corner of the internet. Or hello, nice to see you if we've never met. I go by Venice Fish on most parts of the internet, and my name is Kelly. So nice to meet you. Nice to be acquainted. Video today needs no introduction. If you're on BookTube in any capacity, I'm sure you have seen a TBR video, especially TBR jar videos. They're one of my favorite videos to watch. I don't know why. I think it's like the mystery and just seeing like what prompts people, which books people gravitate with each prompt. Please ignore the state of my bookshelf. I moved in December and I was very pregnant, and now I have a newborn and I have been back to work and have been very, very busy. So my shelf, I kind of just threw everything up there quickly. There's a little bit of organization, but definitely doesn't look pretty. And I also went from having a very nice bookshelf situation at our other house to I have like this shelf and then one other small one, and then I have some books upstairs. But I basically downsized a lot, and I haven't taken the time to reorganize and make them look nice. So here we are with the current state of things. I'm sure that could maybe be a video that I film in the summer. I am almost off work for summer. I have maybe 2 weeks left, I think I have 2 weeks. So I am very excited to almost be done with that. I was trying to get this out of the frame, but then I realized you were going to be able to hear it, so I left it in there. That is Duck and Goose. Goose is turtle, and Duck is the little sucky fish. And then Ollie is also peeking his head in here, if you can see him. My other dog is over there. So we'll see how many interruptions we get during this video, but hopefully we can get through it with no interruptions. I think the rules for my specific TBR jar are going to be, I can't decide if I want to do 6 or 8. I think I'm going to do 6 because I do want to have some freedom in the month of June to just like pick up a book and read whatever I want. So that's going to be a thing. I think my goal isn't necessarily to read all 6 of these books, but it is at least to start them. That way I can determine like, should I keep this on my shelf? Do I actually want to read this in the future, or is this something that I am no longer interested in, or it's just not the right time? I'm not sure. So we're going to do 6 prompts, and I don't have a TBR specific area, so I'm going to have to gather them, explain, and then put them all back at the end. I'm excited. Let's just get going. I rewrote my prompts after I moved because I think I got rid of them, and I meant to do it on like a different type of paper so they wouldn't like look like this. I thought this paper wouldn't do this, but it did, so here we are. Oh, a book I've lost interest in is prompt number 1. That is great. Okay. RIP to my TBR. Let me go gather some things. I'm sure there's some on my shelves, and I will be right back to discuss and make my final decision. Okay, I feel like there's honestly a ton of books on my bookshelf I've lost interest in. That's one of the problems I personally feel with like big book hauls. I was buying too many books at one time, and then when I wouldn't get to them, like the moment's kind of over in my mind and I never read them. And then sometimes when I look back, I'm like, why did I even buy this? Like, is this even my book taste? I'm not quite sure. Or like, I feel like the hype is over and I don't care anymore. But I feel like I do need to either read it or get rid of it. Because like I said, my shelf space is limited and I don't want books sitting on here that I do not intend to read. So the good thing about this prompt is I will hopefully start one of these, and if I do not care to finish it, then I will get rid of it. Book number 1 is The Fine Print by Lauren Asher. This is totally like book talk, super talked about book, all the hype. It does have like, I'm seeing like, I think they're texts. I love when texts are in books for whatever reason. I've loved that since I was like a teenager. And then I do have the little like beautiful first page of every chapter is very cute. I have an interest in this one, but it's not like I ever am like, this is the book I'm dying to read right now, and let me pick it up right now. So there's that one. This one I feel like I did start. It's in third person, I think. So I don't think I'm super excited about reading this. I I do think I have it on audio, and I don't know if I care to read this anymore, to be so honest. This is like when I was buying books, I bought this at like Menards. So that's a good one. Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies. I heard it's kind of like lower stakes fantasy. I have an interest in this still, but I don't know. I meant to read it in the spring and I never did, so the interest isn't that high. This is honestly the book I thought of first when I read this prompt because I don't really think this is my book taste. It's pretty long. It's like almost 400 pages. I think it's YA. And I think I wouldn't be mad if I had to get rid of this. So I guess I'm going to put this one on there because this is probably the most true to the prompt. I'm only keeping this because I did pay for it, and I feel like I need to at least try to read it. So let me put, if he had been with me on my TBR, hopefully it's good. My expectations are low, and maybe that's a good thing. Prompt number 2 is going to be... Yeah, that's 2. Out of my comfort zone. Okay. One moment. Okay, I have 5 options. I feel like they're all good options. First one is Hooked. I feel like this could have been for the last prompt too, by Emily McIntyre. This is like a dark romance, I think. I'm not like a huge dark romance person. I feel like I've read like one book that's dark romance, and I can't think of what it is off the top of my head. So Hooked is definitely an option. This is a Nora Roberts book, which is an author my mom has always loved. I remember seeing her at her house. Go off, Nora, with your giant picture on the back of the page. Like, this book was just really beautiful. I don't know if you can tell. There's actually another book in this series that has an even more beautiful cover, but this is the first one. So I bought this basically based on the cover. So this is definitely outside of my comfort zone. The Hobbit. This is a classic in the fantasy world, and I've never read it, never seen the movies. I feel like it's maybe too high fantasy for me. I'm not sure. I've had this for forever. It's very short. I don't know why I haven't read it. I have 1,000 Splendid Suns. This is historical fiction. It's just not usually my favorite. So it's definitely outside my comfort zone. This is a very serious book too, I think. And then A River Enchanted. Is it just lit fic, or does it have... Well, it says it's fantasy. Actually, this is a vivid fantasy. So I don't know if this one would count. We'll skip this one. I think I might do this one, though, because it's kind of, like, summery, and I don't know if I'll get another summery book, and it's very floppy, and if I like it, I would love to keep it and get the next one, because they just do have really beautiful covers. It'd be fun to display. And my mom read so many of her books, she's got to know what she's talking about, right? I'm scared to know. We're going to go with Stars of Fortune by Nora Roberts, is book number 2. I'm actually realizing how many books I still have on my physical TBR while I'm doing this. Okay. Next one is something I think is bingeable. Ooh, that is actually a fun one. I could go to more options, but I already know what I'm going to pick, and it is A Curse Carved in Bone by Danielle L. Jensen. I absolutely loved the first one. It was one of my favorite books that I read last year. If not my favorite, I can't exactly remember what I ranked it, but it was definitely a 5-star. I was very excited about the second one. She's beautiful. Can't wait to see where this goes. Left off on a cliffhanger. I think there's going to be another book after this. It is like a Viking fantasy romance, and the audiobook is incredible because they talk in like Norwegian Viking narrators. I'm very excited about this one. Get some of these bottom ones. Maybe that's where the good ones are. Something with fantasy elements on the cover. I mean, this one has the tiny door. This one has like mushrooms. What else do we have? Oh, wait. I think it's finally time that I read Onyx Storm. I did start this while I was pregnant, but it was the time where I was very uncomfortable. I would say I was getting very large at that point of time. I was trying to take a lot of baths in the evening, and then I would try to be reading, but I wasn't trying to take my sprayed edges hardback book into the bathtub with me. So this one had to wait. I did start it. Like everybody was saying, I was like, what's going on with these characters? But I think this one has to be next because here's our dragon. And that's totally a fantasy element. That's probably what I meant by that prompt when I wrote it. Ooh, this TBR is getting good. I'm loving it already. We have a very good mix. I'm getting very, very excited. Oh, another cover one. This one's flowers on the cover. So again, Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies is dying to be chosen. A River Enchanted has flowers on it as well. Those are right here. Okay, wait, actually that's crazy. These are the only two I have with flowers on them. I definitely thought there was going to be more. Oh, hello, Goose. I think I'm going to go with Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies. I'm getting a lot of fantasy on this. So maybe I'll be in the mood and I'll just pick this one up. Because I do really I like the thought of this book a lot. Since it's like journal entries, I believe. So let's do it. Oh my gosh, that's book number 5. I'm already on the last one. I want like a girly romance. June, come on. Touch with your eyes closed. Maybe I'll make a stack right here. With all the books in my physical TBR. Okay. Here is the pile. So I want to pick something hardcover or soft cover. Oh. I was kind of hoping it was this one, but also this one's long and I have a lot of long books on here, so yikes. But I am very excited for this one. I've always been very excited about this floppy copy of this book. I am a little sad that I didn't get Promise Me Sunshine because I just bought that. I want to read it while I'm hyped about it, like I was just saying. But Binding 13 by Chloe Walsh. I do think I will enjoy this. Oh my gosh, I forgot to put one on there. That's okay, it's too late. I think I will really enjoy this, and I am very excited to read it. And I think that makes a pretty good June TBR, actually. This right here. Ooh, I kind of want to do 2 more. Oh my gosh. Is that too chaotic? Books. I do 2 books a week. Let's just do it. Maybe I'll do 7. I'm really having a good time and I don't want to go yet. An audiobook. Ah! What do I do about that? I'm not going to do this one because I want to get through my physical TBR. And I feel like when I pick audiobooks, I just always pick a random book that I don't actually own because I want to read the physical copy. I'm going to skip that one. Prompt number 7 is going to be less than 320 pages. Uh-oh. Oh no. Don't make me get The Hobbit. Ooh, wait. Okay. Maybe at the Lake is 313. A solid summer option. Oh, this is so short. No, it's not. Oh my gosh, how is this more pages? How is this so many pages? I mean, it's fascinating. I think it's probably this one or Hooked. I'm not really wanting to read that. So I guess Meet Me at the Lake by Carly Fortune. This is a great summer option, though. So I'm excited about that. And I think that's a great one. One more, number 8. Setting is a real place. I think this one might take place at Stanford? Question mark. So maybe The Love Hypothesis. Three Lives of Alex St. Pierre does take place in Harry. 1,000 Splendid Suns. I think I'm gonna go with The Love Hypothesis. I've had this on my shelf for a very long time. I've wanted to try an Ellie Hazelwood book. I think that would be a great one to finish the TBR. Here is my June TBR. Boom. There are a lot of pages in this pile. This is honestly a little bit overwhelming, but I feel like I can maybe at least try to start all of these. thank you so much for watching. I am very excited about June and summer and all that good stuff. So catch you next time. Bye.